150 remaining. So, Mike, I think there's an excellent chance that that's going to sell out throughout the day. We will actually remind you of that before we end the show once again. Keep those phone calls coming. Let's talk about what we have before us, Mike.
Yeah, this is another thing from the United States government. I mean, you know, that created, well, and obviously it's like, okay, yeah, it's an 1821 Morgan silver dollar. We've seen those before. Well, you have. They're basically 100 years old now. Next year is the 100th anniversary of the end of the Morgan silver dollar. This is the last year of production of the Morgan silver dollar. The United States Mint has announced that they're doing some crazy, crazy cool stuff to recreate the American Silver Eagle or the American Morgan silver dollar in 2021. So not only are they changing the design of the American Silver Eagle, they're going to basically do a 2021 Morgan silver dollar. We've heard with privy marks, with they're going to be all this, but this is the last year of issue. And they made it at 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. And as a matter of fact, they made the Morgan silver dollar from 1878 to 1921. 1 year, and 1 year only, they made it at the Denver Mint, and it's this year right here, 1921. So it's the only way you can get a Denver Minted coin. So here's what it comes down to. I give you all three 1921 Morgan silver dollars, all three 1921 Morgan silver dollars, all the years, or all the mint marks, for $199. Now here's the problem. I mentioned the centennial Morgan silver dollar that the United States Mint is going to be making next year. Already, the 1921 Morgan silver dollars that you see this coin right here have disappeared from the marketplace. They have just functionally disappeared from the market. That's why this is a customer pick. You just can't find them. I mean, I used to be able to find 100, 200, 500 coins, no problem. I'm literally buying these coins 5 and 10 at a time, particularly the Denver minted coin, because it's the only year that they made the Morgan silver dollar at Denver. If you look at the nationally advertised catalog, you're looking at well over $100 a piece. I think it's 103 for the Philadelphia Mint, 108 for the Denver Mint, and 112 for the San Francisco Mint, although I think the Denver Mint is a much more difficult coin to get. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And so what's happened is dealers are already starting to hoard these. Now remember, the coins that we have here are original, brilliant, uncirculated coins. These are original, brilliant, uncirculated coins, just as they came from the mint now 100 years ago. I cannot impress upon you enough just what a big deal it is going to be when the United States government makes the centennial Morgan silver dollar. And you are getting the original coins right here. These are not reprinted or restruck or redone in any way, shape, or form. These are 100% original, uncirculated, last year of issue Morgan silver dollars from the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. You get all three coins. It's basically $67 a coin. 30, 40% off on an individual basis what you can find if they're available in the marketplace. I've called people that I've bought coins from for years and years and years. 1921 Morgans, I need a half a bag. That's 500 coins. They said, we have none. I go, what do you mean you have none? How can you have none? And they go, well, everybody's buying these, putting these away, because next year it's going to be crazy. And, of course, these coins were made 100 years ago. Most of them were circulated. So uncirculated 1921 Morgan silver dollars, which used to be what we call an easy coin, are just not easy anymore. As a matter of fact, because of the price of silver, when it went crazy, they melt 1921 Morgan silver dollars. I would estimate that the vast majority of all 1921 Morgan silver dollars originally made by the government in any condition have been melted down, let alone your opportunity to get these in original, brilliant, uncirculated condition. They are silver, 900 fine silver, so you've got almost 3 ounces of silver here. You've watched silver in the last month go up, what, 20, 25%? And so you've got a significant silver value in this. If it goes back up to $50 an ounce, this is a $399 set at best, if I can find them. So you can see the quantity that I have left. This is all that I have available at this point. Anytime I bring these out, if I put these in prime time, I just sell them out in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, because they're simply not available. Go out there and try to find 1921 Morgan silver dollars. That's why in the nationally advertised catalog, well over $100 a coin, and we are $67 a coin. Plus, we're going to give them to you in the airtight holders. We're going to give them to you in that special box that you see right there. So you have the display box, you've got the airtight holders, and remember, it is a complete set insofar as they only made the 1921 Morgan at 3 mints: Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Denver. And the Denver minted coin, it's the only year they made the Morgan silver dollar was at the Denver mint, was in 1921.
Wow. Okay. So here's what we're doing. I want to show what remains. If we can, really quickly, can we flash that for everybody? There are 223 of these remaining. If you'd like in, easy to place an order with us. Don't forget that you can shop with us online at our website, hsn.com. That's probably the favorite place to shop. If you'd prefer to call, you are more than welcome to call the toll-free 800 number that you're seeing on your television screen. Some of you actually live in areas where you can shop by remote. That's also another option. And we also have a free app that you can download to any of your smart devices. So choose the platform that you'd like to shop, but if you'd like to have this one just with a little over 200 remaining, just reference item number 387165. That's a good looking coin to be over 100 years old, I must say so myself.
Yeah. I'm about halfway to 100, and I wish I looked that good.
Me too. I'm right there with you.
Right? I mean, it's great. And here's the thing. And so what I'm giving you is kind of inside coin information. Not everybody realizes, I mean, real hardcore collectors understand that next year's the centennial of Morgan silver dollar. Not everybody knows what they're going to do. I mean, obviously, we've had some conversations with the mint. Nothing's firm. I mean, we don't necessarily have significant inside information. But we were given a little preview from some of the mint folk that they're anticipating a pretty intensive program for the 1921 Morgan silver dollar. They're anticipating doing it in a lot of different ways, the centennial of the Morgan. So as that happens next year, there will be a frenzy for the original coin. That's what we're giving you the opportunity to own right now, is the original coin. These are the 1921s. Understand, they're going to make 2021s, and here's the amazing part. So I'm selling you the originals for $67. I can tell you right now, when the United States Mint makes the Morgan silver dollar, the 2021, the ones that they're just making, they will be more than $67.
I bet.
Okay? So you can get the 100-year-old version. You can get the 100-year-old version for less that they're going to sell you the stuff that they're just making right now, which legitimately is going to be a fantastic price. That's legitimately a fantastic and amazing price when they redo a centennial coin. If you go back and remember, in 2016, when they did the silver or the gold Walking Liberty half dollar and the gold Mercury dime and the gold Standing Liberty quarter, those were insane. Imagine if they had done those in silver. They did them only in gold. If they would have done them in silver, it would have been insane, and that's what they're going to do with the Morgan. And I'm giving you the opportunity, in essence, to own these coins, the original 100-year-old coins, for what I believe is going to be less money than what the mint is going to charge for the coins next year in 2021. While my supplies last, you see, I started with 250 or 275, something like that, of these, and we're already down to like 190, 180.
And that counter is actually behind.
Oh, really? Yeah, pretty significant. Oh, my goodness. And that doesn't count all of the people that are on the phone. That doesn't count any of those issues that you have right there. And remember, the only year they made the coin at the Denver Mint was 1921.
So if
that's a significant collectible part of this, and you get all three for $199.
If we count everybody that's calling in, we're going to have about 100 of these, or fewer than 100 of these available.
Look, if I would have had 1,000, we would have done them in prime time, because I could sell 1,000 in prime time. But we don't. This is my only airing of the day on these again as well. Wait till everybody that tapes the show. We have lots of people that do that, right? That tape the show and wait till they get up in the morning and play this.
Well,
and all of a sudden try to get in this, because this is the first time we've restocked this in almost 30 days now.
Oh, wow. Okay. If you'd like to order with just seconds remaining on the clock, 387-165, I promise to keep you posted, all right, on that one. But definitely you don't want to wait on that one. We've got more to come. Ooh. Let's remind you of the most popular coin, now at about 150.